Hello, my model building friends and clients. This is Frank with galacticmodeler.com. We sell lighting kits for over 100 different models. They're easy to use and 3-volt systems, no circuit boards, no resistors. The power packs will keep the model lit for several days around the clock. So you can leave it on for some of these models for a week and they'll still be lit. Anyway, today we have the Jupiter 2 movie version with William Hurt and Joey from Friends playing Major West. And I love that guy. He's funny. Anyway, I painted the model just recently. I used Testors White Lightning. I did a base coat of white primer, then Testors White Lightning. Then I used Model Masters Light Gray. The box kind of was gray. I own the movie. I watched it like 20 times. The box kind of shows blue. I've been on the internet and looked at some of these models. A lot of guys paint them real bright blue in this gray area here. And do what you want. Do what you personally like. I hated the blue, so I went with a real soft gray and then a darker gray in the areas that they suggested black. I also, there's like a big gap here in the model, and what I did is I filled that gap in. I mean, you're supposed to, leave it that way, but I thought it looked like crap, so I filled it in with perfect plastic and then sanded it down and painted it neutral gray, so it's a little darker. But we'll kind of start spinning the model around here, and then I'll show you the lighting system I've installed. I think it might be the best work I've ever done. It's really, really awesome. And the decals are pretty simple and straightforward. I didn't use all of them because it kind of looked cluttered. So I just put on the Jupiter 2 and a couple other little accent decals in the gray areas there. And in these areas here, that these support beams or whatever they are, they suggested those to be copper. And I just thought that was way too intense and bright. I saw a lot of guys did that, but I used a color called Model Masters Platinum, which is kind of a goldy, it's got a little bit of a gold hint to it, but it's kind of more towards the silver tones. And then the back, I painted that area black, but I didn't like how the black was so dark. So I put a coat of Testors Diamond Dust over it, just to soften it a little bit. And I really like that. And these engine, there's the engine tips are supposed to be copper. And, I tried one and I looked at it and I thought, no. So I went with Testors, it's called Steel Gray. And I thought that was for me, that was more fitting. But I'm really happy with the paint job. I mean, it turned out beautiful. I like how soft it looks. It's just not obnoxious. Because, like I say, it's, guys do what they want, and the blue ones are pretty, and some guys painted them so, I saw one guy painted his so bright blue. He used like 3 shades of blue, teal, and, it was wow intense. You'll notice I got some decal shine here. What I'll do is I'll mask off the window and give it one light coat of dull coat. I just put the decals on like 10 minutes ago, so they're not dry. but I'll give it a coat of dull coat so it's all got an even shade to it. This lighting kit will come with tons of fiber optics and different flash rates, so you can be creative like I did and do all kinds of cool stuff. So your Jupiter 2 movie version isn't blah and plain. And I've mounted 2 switches down here. You won't be able to see them, but I put them right back by the Lost in Space S on the side of the stand. And the 2 AA batteries are in the stand. And I had to, it kind of made the stand a little bit lopsided, so I cut out the top of a plastic paint can and put it on this end here, and it stabilized the stand, so it's just perfect. The stand, sits just a little bit up off the table or wherever you have it. But yeah, it was a pretty easy model to build. It had some issues. Mindless Model Works, I watched his video, and he was having a tough time putting the 2 halves together. Once you get everything done, you got to take the bottom half and top half and glue them together. And yeah, he was right, man. That was pretty tough. But I made it. I made it. Now we're going to get into the lighting. I'll be right back. And that's why I suggest every modeler that when they're building a model, be it Star Wars, Star Trek, Lost in Space, Battlestar Galactica, whatever, go on YouTube, find that model, just type it into the address bar on top, and see what other modelers did. And that's the best way to kind of get an idea how you want to lay out your lights. Now, I went really over the top on this one, and the lighting kit will include everything to do what I did. It's got the reactor underneath, the fusion cores rocking when I turn that on. It'll come with 2 micro switches, so you can turn the fusion core on separately. And the main lighting that's on now, you can do, on its own. I put some fiber optics in the command center here, and I put fiber optics back in the computer wall. I also I made a door. It's kind of hard to see here. Let's see if I can get the right angle. I made a door in the back and put Boyd Crompton's milk carton trick over it. There it is, with a LED light behind it. So it's a little hard with the camera, but it looks really cool in person. And then I found a guy, a pilot, Joy, or Major West, Don West. He's right there. You can see him. All the chairs are empty except for his. And his line in the movies, I've got them all tucked in, the Robinsons, and they give him the go-ahead, and he says, the monkey flips the switch, because he wasn't impressed that the ship was all computerized and everything, and not a lot of, he only got to use his piloting skills a few times in the movie to go through the planet and different things. But yeah, he's right there, the little dude. He gets the girl in the end. One of my favorite scenes is when he says, yeah, that's a cold fish I'd like to thaw, to William Hurt, and she walks up and she goes, sorry, I can't make it for dinner tonight, Dad. And he's like, oh man, it's going to be a long flight. There's quite a bit of humor in the movie. But another thing I did, I used fiber optics for these nose lights. I watched a few guys that used 3mm white LEDs there, and they were so bright that you couldn't see when they were trying to film their ship. They just blew everything out. It was pretty nasty. So, you know, that's why I say that's how you can learn from other guys. You know, look at what they did and then decide, you know, what you want to do. But yeah, I like that computer room and the whole thing. That's pretty, for a small window in a small area, it really turned out cool. Yeah, that's quite a trick to work with something that little and make it look good. So now we'll spin the ship around a little bit here. There we go, and get some quick side shots. A little too big to put on my rotating stand. So what I did is I used fiber optics all over the place. I think I'll turn the light off here real quick, and so you can better see them. But I made little markers, you know, all over the ship, which I thought was kind of cool. And we've got a flashing beacon there, and then that section of the ship, we've got 2 porthole windows, which are, you know, part of their living area and stuff. I just drilled them out, filled them with window maker, and just used some ambient light back there. But yeah, I just think mine is awesome. That's the whole thing. When you build your ship, make sure you like it. Do what you want. Don't do what other people are doing. Do what you want to do, and that's what it's all about. Watch other guys, you know, take what ideas they had and use them, you know, if you like them, and if not, create your own ideas. But yeah, it's got the lighting kit comes with pulsating engines, which is pretty awesome. It looks very similar to the movie. Like I say, I bet I watched the movie 10 times. You know, whenever you get a model, if you can, go and pick up the movie of that model, Star Trek, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, whatever it is, and watch it, you know, and that will give you, you know, quite a few ideas on, you know, how you want to do things. Now, what I did too, you'll see a little orange light down here, and there's 3 of them on each side. There's one there, and when I turn on the reactor or the fusion core, I've got it set up so it kind of looks like it's going into hyperdrive, which William Hurt created for the ship. Ah, God, that's cool. What a cool ship! I just love building models, and I just think all of them are gorgeous. There's only a couple that are kind of ragtaggy, but now you'll see. I'm going to turn on the fusion core right now, and you will see what I'm talking about, where I put on these there we go, there's the switch there. Yeah, so I put these orange lights. I just used 3mm LEDs that'll come with your kit, and I just painted them orange and drilled a hole through there and popped them in. And what it does is it gives the idea, and you know, that it's getting ready to go into the hyperdrive that William Hurt created. So anyway, that's pretty awesome. If a guy wanted to get super creative and insane, you could put like super mini servos in there with little piston arms, and actually have these panels that come in the kit. They're glued on, but you could actually have them, come out of the sides of the ship like it is going into hyperdrive like it did in the movie. That'd be cool. And during this time, of course, it does have a little window piece. I'll put it on real quick, and that is kind of like a. It's kind of hard to do here and hold the camera. Anyway, it's like a little. There we go. It's kind of it's a shield to protect the ship when it goes into hyperdrive. It's kind of like when they went into Cretaceous, they had these things that kind of wrapped around their heads, and and so this ship has kind of a deal that goes over the front window, kind of like that. It just goes and boom, it's in place, and it covers the window while they're in hyperdrive, so in case they do go through some intense stuff, they still got a window. Let's take that off. It's kind of cool. Well, it comes with a kit. It's kind of fun when they add little extra things like that. But yeah, I just love how his command center turned out. I mean, he's the only one in there right now. Everybody else is, like you said, tucked away in bed, and he's kind of pushing the button and getting ready to. Yeah, he's pushing the button and getting ready to go to bed himself. But then the robot comes awake, wrecks everything, wakes everybody up, and it's a big mess from that point. That's where the movie starts. But yeah, we'll take a look at our fusion core while we're in this mode. And there's the Jupiter 2 movie version fusion core. Just rocking, because it's got to put together the extra energy for the hyperdrive engines and everything. So it's developing the power to do that, to run everything. And our lighting kit comes with 8 fast and 8 slow LEDs that you put in the fusion core area. And that way you don't have, the whole model is like $70 or $80. I can't even remember what we've got it on the site for. But it's like half the price for this whole lighting kit with fiber optics, LEDs, and everything that what it would cost you just for a fusion core deal. And this fusion core, we had a ton of guys buy this kit, and they just love it. It doesn't rotate exactly like the fusion cores you buy, but it's very close, and the whole model's just like really, really reasonable. I mean, you can build it, without killing yourself, and that way you can build more models because you got more money. Yeah, we'll just spin him around a little bit here. There we go. There we go. And, there's, like I say, there's several feet of LED fiber included. So I went around the whole bottom of the kit and put a bunch of fiber optic lights in there. And I thought that was kind of neat. I mean, you don't look at the bottom of your model that often, but when you do, it's kind of cool that it's got, stuff going on. I hate this. They put on my new HD camera. They put my view expander button zoom in a place where you can constantly hit it, which sucks. So, spend a bunch of money, but it's a good camera. So I just have to be careful. I might actually super glue it into place because I'll never zoom with this one anyway. I got other HD cameras I can use for outdoors and zooming. So I just might glue that so I don't hit the stupid thing anymore. But yeah, what a great kit. What a beautiful beautiful model. And you know, I just went through and painted my Lost in Space and everything on the stand, and I gave it a light coat of diamond dust silver, just a real dusting, so it kind of gave, you know, it's hard to see here, but it kind of gave the model, the stand, like idea that it's kind of like stars all over the stand, like the Milky Way, just millions of little stars on the stand. You can kind of see them. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I really like that. I really like the hyperdrive lights I put in there, because they're orange. You know, I watched the movie and they're kind of an orange, orangey yellow glow. So those engines are getting ready to expand the hyperdrive panels out and get lost in space. That's a cute movie. You know, some people didn't like it, but I thought it was pretty cool. Of course, I got a more open mind than a lot of people, and I like everything. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there's these orange buttons. Yeah. And yeah, that reactor, like I say, what a cool effect for, you know, it won't cost you hardly anything to build this whole model with this lighting kit. Or any of our models that have reactors, the Jupiter 2 TV version, or the the Forbidden Planet saucer, the C570. I mean, yeah, so we use that method on everything, and it's just a simple 3-volt AA battery system, and you don't have to, like I say, spend an arm and a leg. You don't have resistors to run all the animation. It's just a lot less pissing around, and our modelers are happy, and I'm so busy I kind of want to kill myself. Yeah, I had no idea that lighting kit deal would turn into what it has. It's amazing. People are looking for reasonably priced and easy to install systems, and we've managed to offer that, and they're all going nuts. All right. Yeah, even there we go. Yeah, even this time of the year, usually, you know, business starts to, it hasn't been. Of course, there's people that build all over the world. I got some Germany orders the other day, and Belgium, and Hawaii. You know, it's warm there all year round, so they gotta build whenever they want. I like them porthole windows, though. If you like that idea, just drill them out and put some clear window maker in there. But yeah, what a cool ship. So let's see here. We'll kind of do a and it'll be on YouTube. So if there's anything you're interested or questions, just contact me on YouTube when you're watching the video. I forgot to mention, it does have port and starboard flashing lights. And there they are. There's one over here. If I can find out where I put him. go. Where are you there? Yeah, there it is. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge building this ship. You know, it's got a lot of parts and a lot of pieces, but it took me about a week, I'd say, of evenings to do the ship. So now I will set my Lost in Space collection with B9 and the original TV series saucer, and I'm working on the saucer from the movie, or the robot from the movie. I just talked to a guy the other day, and he hated that they used the new robot instead of the old one, and I'm like, well, you know, it's in the future. You have to progress. At the end, Will, he kind of took it and sabotaged it, and put two robots together, so he kind of ended up with a B9 and the new robot kind of mushed together. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Adam West, you're supposed to be in bed. What are you doing there? You're still hanging out in your post. He's like, yeah, you know, I can sleep anytime. Like Conan says, time enough to rest in the grave. Okay. Thanks for watching, gentlemen.